welcome. Uh, what I'd like to do is just to have a sit for a couple of minutes, on a block. Get that sacrum tilting forwards and the tummy lifting back against it, and that Tadasana, lifting and openness, the front body, shoulder blades in and down the back, hands to the ground or hands to the legs. You could do this resting with the across your shoulders, against the wall. Probably have to be sitting towards the back of your block for that. I'm sitting towards the front of it because the more I get towards the front, it helps with that tilt. Front shin's a little further forwards than your normal sort of cross-legged. Okay. And we're just going to breathe. We're just going to observe it. Something that's easy to talk about and it can be tricky to do. So you can use this, you don't have to sit like this. You could sit in a chair, you could sit quietly, you could do this in public, without all the drama of it. The knack is not to control the breath, but just to watch it, which is take your time, you can practice that for a long time. So it's tougher than it sounds. And although I don't need the glasses to do the pose, I've made some notes. So if at any time, the breath feels a bit strained or a bit sort of back to front or just a bit odd, or, you could even get breathless in doing this with, it's no big deal, don't be panicking. Can feel a bit weird because you haven't really done very much, but you're a wee bit out of breath. Just breathe normally, take nice deep breaths if you have to, and come back to the instructions after. Okay. So we've got this lifting and openness in the whole of the body. Yeah. And maybe just because we've been here a minute or two so far, we'll just change the orientation of the legs. The opposite one is now in front. And just take a moment to tune into that pose. Okalo Nula. Legs drop down. Now, if you can, drop your chin down towards your chest. If that causes any restriction or puts you off with a wee bird. She doesn't like being stroked really. She's a wee. Oh. Sometimes she does. She loves it. She loves being close outside. Okay, sorry. Okay, other than that, just stay up here, alright? And just begin to just watch your breath coming in, going out, the ebb and flow of it. In its own time, you're not setting any rules. If you can, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale, just inhabit that. Your posture, make sure your front ribs are back. Exhale, beginning to let go of the busyness in the head. We're not suppressing thoughts, we're not pushing them down, we're just observing them and encouraging them to fall away. And at rest, your in-breath requires your belly to move out. Obviously, some of us are more dramatic in that movement than others. And there's a natural gap. Just keep breathing. Natural in, natural out. put down charge of it or control over it, just let it ebb and flow in its own time. Notice there's a gap at the end of your in-breath, at the end of your out-breath. Have a slightly different nature to them. That in-breath gap is full of potential, and there's volume in the lungs, and it's short, and it's out. And then with the exhalation, the end, there's a gap, it's deep, it's wide, it's broader. There's nearly a point where everything stops and it comes in. Same at the top, but it's more of a transitional point. And then on the way out, you can feel like it's paused out. Not holding my breath or holding it out, it's just, and then naturally in. So a little bit more detail. Thinking about the in-breath, just breathe out as it comes. In-breath, tummy moves out, bottom ribs broaden, then the chest starts to fill all the way up to the top. So the ribs go wide here and not forwards. And there's a pause. And then it's like lifting a coat hook or a hanger off a coat hook. To breathe out, it's a little in and let go. You just have to unhook it to release it. And it happens in the reverse. Out, this goes down, these go in, tummy goes in. So just a minute longer. In, tummy, broaden the low ribs up to the top of the ribs and broad across the top. Pause and unhook and breathe out. Just let the breath go. Breathe in, look for the same signs. Tummy, bottom ribs, top ribs. Pause, unhook and breathe out. And come back to normal breathing. Do the same again with the in-breath, but this time add the detail on the out-breath. You unhook and it happens in reverse. Deep, full breaths. And just come back to normal breathing. Whatever way it needs to be. We're ideally nose, but whatever way. And lift your head if you have it bowed. Okay. Sometimes after working like that, just might want to have 5 minutes to yourself as you kind of reintegrate into your day, or to have that maybe at the start of some yoga practice so that you can be a little bit detached, I think, coming out. I find it's good, it's kind of grounding. It may not be great company for for 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, maybe prefer your own company and your own thoughts. So there we go. Okay, I'll end this there.